Welcome to The Shoreline, brought to you by Shores and Islands, Ohio, where finding your Lake Erie love is a sure thing. Thank you for joining us. I'm your host, Jill Bauer, PR Manager for Shores and Islands, Ohio, and we bring you The Shoreline every week to give you the inside scoop on what's happening here in our island and coastal communities. Joining me today from the Shores and Islands, Ohio team is Social Media Manager Megan Reynolds. Welcome back to the program, Megan.
Thank you so much for having me. I'm so excited to be back.
Of course. Now, regular listeners, you guys may remember that we had Megan on our holiday episode at the end of last year, and we had a little bit of a get to know you session with Megan. So if you missed that, please go back to season 1, episode 50 and catch up with Megan's story because it's a great one. Now, Megan, you've been with Shores and Islands, Ohio now for about 3 months, and I know you're kind of jumping in with both feet, and you've been out and about in the region, creating content, getting to know the area, and share all of that info with our followers. What have been some of your favorite experiences so far?
Yeah, I'm really excited to be getting to know everyone and just meeting our partners. I've also attended a couple of events and got to meet some individuals outside of our area, and just hearing how excited they are to come up for Cedar Point in the summer and asking questions on things to do. It's just been really great to, I guess, fall in love more with Shores and Island and this area and everything that we have to offer.
Yeah, because you went to the Cleveland Boat Show for us. Didn't you go to a Blue Jackets game down in Columbus?
I sure did, yes. And they were actually a little bit, well, I'm not dissing the boat show by any means, but they were really excited to come up here, the Columbus crowd. They were talking about how for their holiday gifts, they gave their family season passes to Cedar Point, and they were just looking for places to stay. So there was a lot more dialogue there. It was great.
Oh, that's fun. I love the Columbus market. We're just about 2 hours north of there. It's real easy to get to, but, kind of being in the middle of the state, you get a little bit landlocked. So come up and visit us. We've got an amazing lake and lots of fun things to do. Now, so we're fully into the month of February now. We're trudging through these winter months. Is there anything, Megan, that you're particularly looking forward to? Anything that's coming up that you're going to be able to visit or promote, anything like that?
Oh, yes. So I know that the winter blues happen and that it's sort of affecting all of us, especially with the cold weather. But I'm so excited for February because of all of the fun love-themed events. We're going to be having a couple of cute surprises up our sleeves that we'll talk about a little bit more later on. We're going to have some Valentines from Shores and Islands to our followers on social media. So it's just really about connecting this month and celebrating. And Jill, as you know, I love to celebrate everything. So I'm very much looking forward to this month and just showing what all of our partners are up to, what they have up their sleeves. Just because it's winter, you don't have to stay inside. There's a lot of things to do out and about, and bring your family and friends with you.
Absolutely. And for those that don't know, again, going back to the last episode where we interviewed Megan, she is a big fan of all holidays. And I've only known her for a couple months now, but she really does love to celebrate. She's like full out attire. Her clothing from head to toe is already Valentine's Day, even though we're in the beginning of the month. She's, I think, going to be dressed in hearts all month long, correct?
Oh, you better believe it.
So, guys, there's a lot coming up for Valentine's Day. And then, of course, at the end of the month, we've got the Burning Snowman Fest in Port Clinton. It's a huge music festival with a huge snowman effigy on the beach. Make your plans to visit for that event now. It's really cool. And we just happen to know a good place you guys can stay that we'll be talking to in a few minutes. Be sure to check out our February event highlights on the blog and on our calendar of events, both of which can be found online at shoresandislands.com. Of course, be sure to also follow us wherever you consume social media. That's where Megan is. She's going to be sharing some great content there, photos, videos, all of the event details, and even some contests and giveaways coming up. So we'll hear a little bit more about that later. Today on the Shoreline, we're learning all about a brand new boutique hotel experience available in Marblehead, home of the oldest continuously operating lighthouse on the Great Lakes and an adorable little lakefront community. Joining us to tell us all about the Wave at Marblehead are owner Allison Robinson and general manager Ainsley Rutkowski. Allison is one of the owners of the Wave Hotel and a mother of 3 who lives with her family in Dublin, Ohio. Speaking of the Columbus market, Through the years, she has had a jewelry company, a gourmet cookie company, and a home decor store, to name a few of her projects. But her biggest passion has always been real estate and design. Allison and her husband Matt, they came across the former Lighthouse Resort in the fall of 2021 and just fell in love with the location and its potential. Over the last 3 years, they've been able to put together an incredible team to accomplish what they believe is one of the highest end boutique hotels on the shores of Lake Erie. And speaking of that incredible team, Ainsley is the on-site general manager for the boutique hotel property. Originally from Fremont, Ainsley grew up spending summers here on Kelly's Island, where her family had a cottage. She graduated from the University of Dayton, where she began her career in the hospitality industry. She's been an award-winning general manager for the past 17 years and has opened 6 hotels for several different management companies. But the Wave at Marblehead has been by far her favorite. I can't wait to hear all about it. Welcome to the Shoreline, Allison and Ainsley.
Thank you so much.
Yes, thank you for having us.
Great. So tell us a little bit about the history. How did the former Lighthouse Hotel transform into the boutique hotel that you opened late last year?
Okay, so let's see. It sort of became just like we weren't planning on doing this. It was one of those things that we had been told about this hotel that had been sitting empty for 3 years. And it was for sale. So my husband and I came and toured it and fell in love with the location and just the possibilities. And we just started trying to figure out what our vision would be for a place like this. And the old Lighthouse Resort, it was built in, I believe, 1999. So it had some wear and tear and definitely dated. So we needed to do a lot to it. So anyways, we decided to purchase it, and we purchased it in February of 22 and started the whole process.
Would you be able to tell us exactly what boutique means to you in terms of the Wave being a boutique hotel?
Okay, so for me, a boutique hotel is basically a small, intimate, and quaint hotel. And it has like special touches that you normally don't get from like these branded hotels that you see around. And being one of the designers on this project, it was super fun to just get creative with all the different spaces. And so, like for our hotel, all the furniture was designed and made specifically for our space by my co-designer, Anise, who owns a company called Global Custom Furniture. And so when you walk in, you can tell everything's one of a kind and just very unique. And then also with boutique hotels, I feel like boutique hotels try to bring the local culture into the hotel. And with that, I wanted to find something unique that brought in the local findings and things that people do around this area. And so I came across a great, great guy who his name's Jim Seymour. And he's an artist actually from Columbus, Ohio.
Yeah,
But
I know Jim.
yes, he is wonderful. I love him. And he grew up coming up here, and that's where he started all his paintings from doing things around the lake and around the different islands. So we connected with him. And so each of our classic rooms have 3 of his unique paintings above each desk. So that was just a little touch that we brought in for bringing the local feel into our hotel.
That is very cool.
I was just going to say, Jill, and just to our listeners, that's something, well, to rewind, Ainsley and Allison were both so sweet and gave me a tour of the hotel. And that was something that I immediately noticed, just the special touches that made you really feel immersed into the Shores and Islands area. And it's just so thoughtful. Like every room just has a very thoughtful touch to it. And I absolutely love that about your hotel.
Oh, thank you. We appreciate that. Yeah, that's definitely our goal, is to make people feel like it's a special trip, and it's something that they'll go home remembering and wanting to come back.
I just wanted to add that I have worked with Jim Seymour in the past as well. He does art about every location, lots of different destinations, but he also has done a lot for this area. And we've worked with him on posters and cards and things like that. Like he even makes stationery with his paintings on it that we've used in the past. And he's really an exceptional artist. And I can imagine that everything in the hotel is going to be lovely. So let's talk about the hotel in itself, the overall experience, including the property amenities. I want to start with the lake views. It's literally right on the lake. Can you tell us a little bit about the location? And are there rooms where you can see the waterfront?
It's absolutely picture perfect. So we're within walking distance of the lighthouse right on Main Street. We're very close to downtown and the Kelly's Island Ferry. Our rooms definitely have the lake view that everyone would be looking for. We have 3 that are facing the water, which would be our suites, our Lakeview King suites. We have 2 of those. And then we have the crest, which spans the entire width of the 3rd floor of the hotel. It's exquisite. It's absolutely exquisite.
Is that like the penthouse suite? Like that's the fancy suite?
It's a 2-bedroom, 2-bathroom, cathedral ceilings, fireplace, full kitchen, living room, breathtaking.
Oh, wow. I can imagine that one's probably filled up quite quickly.
Very much so.
All right, so we're inside, but now let's talk about outside. So can you talk to us a little bit about the swimming pool and the pickleball court and everything you have to offer out there?
Absolutely. So we have waterfront patio dining. We have a beautiful outdoor pool with resort-style lounge seating, chase lounges, tables. We have an open-air poolside bar with outdoor seating and indoor seating. We have 6 fire pits on property, a pickleball court, and we even have table tennis.
Oh my gosh. Now for pickleball, do they have to bring their own equipment or do you guys have like the paddles?
We have stuff on site. A lot of pickleball players are pretty serious about their game, so I would imagine they're going to be packing their own, but we do have equipment on site.
So speaking of on-site, you also have an amazing restaurant, and we're going to kind of skip over that for now because we're going to get into the details on that later. But I just wanted to mention it quickly that one of the amenities is that there is a restaurant on site. You also have an exercise room. What does that include, and when is it available for use?
So our exercise room is definitely state of the art. And when people are in it, they have a view of the lake. So when they're on any of the machines doing any sort of their cardio workout, they have a great view of the lake. We have a Peloton bike, a Peloton rower in there. We have some treadmills, some free weights, a universal fitness machine. It's just a very clean, open space, and it's open 24/7 for our hotel guests.
Well, that sounds fantastic, especially the views. I mean, I think I could even be persuaded to keep up with my workout routine on vacation if I could look at the lake.
Exactly. It definitely encourages you to stay on that elliptical a little bit longer.
Well, and you've got the fitness room, but you also have the pickleball court, so there's some exercise there. And you mentioned being close to town. So I'm sure that there's great places to walk, run, jog, that kind of, really can keep up with your whole routine while you're visiting.
Absolutely.
So let's talk about the different room types. I think Ainsley mentioned some of the ones that are waterfront, but you also talk about on your website that you have family-friendly accommodations. So some of your rooms are, more traditional and some are suites. So what is the difference and what kind of amenities are included in the rooms?
We have 65 classic rooms, a mix between showers and the bathtubs for our little ones. Our in-room amenities, we feature Zenology products. That's on a luxury brand of shampoo, conditioner, and soaps that are also environmentally friendly.
Nice.
All rooms have a mini fridge. We feature sound machines in the room for better quality of sleep. Ooh. We have complimentary Wi-Fi in every guest room, safety deposit boxes, hair dryers, makeup cloths, and then our suites feature full kitchens with all cooking equipment and glassware. And, seating, bar stools, couches that pull out into beds. So we have quite a few amenities that I think the guests will really enjoy.
Wow. So the suites you mentioned with the full kitchens, how many of those do you have?
We have 3 on property.
And how many can they sleep? Like how many people could fit in that suite?
We say for the Crest, we say 4 comfortably because it's a 2-bedroom, 2.5 bath. Okay. For the Lakeview King suites, we would typically say if you have 2 little kids, it would sleep 4 because the couch pulls out into a bed.
Well, speaking of little ones, mine are not little anymore, but I remember traveling with them when they were. Do you offer like cribs or rollaways or anything like that if you do have a small one that doesn't necessarily need a big bed?
We do offer rollaways. They are request, of course, only. We do have those on property in case somebody were to need those. So, yes, I think we're going to be particular about which rooms they go in just because of the space and the sizing. So I think in a king or the Lakeview King Suite, we could definitely put a rollaway. The Crest, we could definitely put a rollaway. The two queens, it would be a little bit tight. I think we could do it, but it would be a little bit tight. We might have to do some reconfiguring. We do have rooms that adjoin. So we've had a lot of luck with families traveling with children where the parents will stay in the king room and the children will stay in the two queen that adjoins, and then they leave the door open, and it's having two rooms and having their own space.
Oh, that's really nice to know. I'm not going to lie. I have traveled where my kids slept on a luggage cart. It was only like 2 or 3 at the time, but I know you're not supposed to keep them in your room, but we kept the luggage cart in our room and made it his bed.
Oh, I thought you were going to say the bathtub.
Yeah. Oh, that happened too. It's that awkward family of 5 thing, all rooms are for 4 or 6, I'm like, oh, he's just a baby. Put him in the bathtub.
Too funny. Okay, so now can we talk food again? So let's head back to the restaurant. Can you talk to us a little bit about the dining experience and especially about your menu?
Absolutely. So we have a delightful menu featuring fresh, organic, 100% non-GMO ingredients. Some of the most popular dishes right now would be our Korean fried rice, our spicy salmon and tuna bowl, and our grass-fed burger with blueberry ketchup. A lot of people are very interested to learn what blueberry ketchup is, and it's exactly
I wish you could see my face, because that's exactly what I like.
So I would definitely invite you to come on over and try it, because it is a very, very unique flavor, and it's delicious. It's a very unique flavor and something that it wows a lot of customers that come here. It absolutely wows. We just recently started to do brunch. So on Saturdays and Sundays at 10 a.m., we are now hosting brunch from 10 to 2. We have paleo protein pancakes, which I think everyone would really be interested to try. Very, very healthy. So we have an acai bowl, which the acai bowl is the best I've ever had. It has coconut flakes, bee pollen, cocoa nibs, goji berries, and banana slices on it. And it is literally the best I've ever had in my life. And I eat it all over. So very much worth coming to try. Our menu is extremely, extremely unique. So I encourage anyone that has not been here to come on over and give it a try, because it's delicious.
Yeah, this sounds fantastic. You're making me hungry right now. I love this. So you did tell us about your brunch hours, but can you tell us about just in general hours for the dining room?
Okay, well, right now we are still open Thursdays starting at 3:30 till 10 p.m. We open at 11 a.m. on Friday until 10 p.m. And then Saturday and Sunday. Saturday we do 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. and Sunday is 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. Starting in April, we are going to be open 7 days a week. These are just our off-season hours. So
awesome. That makes sense. Yeah. And then just so that our listeners know, is the restaurant only available for overnight guests, or is it open to the public? Can anyone come in?
We get asked that question all the time. We would love everyone to come try us. This is not just for overnight guests. That we are open to the public. We are open to taking reservations. There are some nights where we are so full that, our wait list times are long. And to avoid those wait lists, we do encourage anybody that would like to come, just call us and we'll put that reservation on the books for you.
What about larger groups or like events? Can you guys do things like weddings or family reunions or other parties?
We can, and we have. Absolutely. So we've hosted rehearsal dinners. We've had a wedding in-house so far. We've hosted holiday parties, meetings, company retreats, wedding showers, baby showers. We are booking those things out through 2025 right now. We can book almost a year in advance. So it's just a couple weeks shy to the year. So we could even book a few weeks in January of 26 right now. So absolutely, we would love to host any of those special events.
And do you utilize the restaurant for that, or do you use outdoor space? What do you recommend?
So sometimes we do utilize the restaurant. We've utilized our patio. We've utilized the Crest Suite, which is on the third floor. We have some events that we're planning to use the outdoor space, the waterfront patio. We've utilized the back parking lot as some space. So we can get pretty creative.
Oh, that's awesome. I also saw that you guys had a really nice New Year's Eve event. Do you guys plan to host other special events for the community like that throughout the year?
Yes, we actually do. Yeah, and our New Year's Eve party was such a huge success, and it was so much fun. And we had a special menu that everyone enjoyed, and a little fun fact: everyone got to go home with a homemade. It was a 3-layer cake that was made by Dayton from Dash of Dayton,
Yeah,
which
I
I
saw
think
that.
yes,
Fans of the show, fans of the pod, who's former co-host, our former social media manager, who has his own baking business.
exactly. And he's wonderful and his product is
Good.
so good. So yeah, but yes, we do have some different events already set up. Our next one will be our Valentine's weekend. We have some special, let's see, we have a Ainsley, you probably could answer this better. We do have a special menu for February 14th and 15th. Have you heard anything else about what that menu is going to consist of?
I have not seen the menu for February 14th to 15th. I know we are going to feature it starting February 14th, and it will go through the weekend.
Okay, well, that I'm sure they tend to be very creative, and everything that they do in that kitchen is
Can't wait.
wonderful. And then also that weekend on Saturday the 15th, we will be having live music from 7 to 10. The music's going to be performed by Paul Bogner, who is around this area a lot, and he's wonderful. So that's our next event. And then right now we also are starting to work on a wellness retreat weekend, which we're super excited about. And that's going to be April 4th through April 6th. Like I said, we're still working on the details, but we know there's going to be yoga classes, special menu items. Let's see what else, some luxurious spa services, and we're going to have some health and wellness speakers on site. So we're looking forward to that, but stay tuned for more details on that. We're still planning all that out, but it should be a great weekend.
That's exciting.
I know. I'm so excited for that wellness weekend. It sounds fantastic.
Yes, we are too.
And then I know Ainsley and Allison were so kind, and they agreed to do an extra special giveaway with us on Shores and Islands. So I just wanted to mention that for the week of Valentine's Day, February 13th, be sure to be following and keeping an eye open, because one lucky winner and their guest will win an overnight stay at the Wave, and you do not want to miss out on this opportunity. And then I know we spoke a little bit about Valentine's Day and the weekend, but are there any other upcoming lodging deals or overnight packages that our listeners should be on the lookout for?
Yeah, absolutely. So we sell a romance package. A romance package is anyone who is celebrating a special event in their life, an anniversary, even the Valentine's holiday. It comes with a bottle of sparkling wine in the room, and it also comes with a fresh floral arrangement. So we do have that package listed, and that is a package that will be an ongoing package due to people celebrating throughout the entire year.
Anniversaries.
Yes, we are also sponsoring the Burning Snowman. So I know we touched on that a little bit earlier. Yeah. We will have for our hotel guests a shuttle running from 2 p.m. to 11 back and forth to the event and to the hotel.
Yes.
So we are filling up pretty quickly on that one, but we do still have rooms available. But we will have a shuttle and transportation to get everybody safe.
What a fantastic, like I said, that's coming up, and we know a place you get to stay. What a fantastic location to stay there in Marblehead. And that's really awesome that you guys are offering the shuttle so everybody can get back and forth safely. I really appreciate that. And hopefully the customers will take advantage of that and stay with y'all and enjoy your amazing restaurant, and also get to go and enjoy the music at the festivals. Is there anything else that either one of you would like to add? Anything else we haven't touched on?
I just want to say thank you, guys. Shores and Islands have been extremely welcoming. Jill, Megan, thank you personally for inviting us on today. You guys have made us feel right at home. It's extremely supportive, extremely knowledgeable, and we just very much appreciate it. We appreciate the relationship we've built.
Oh, that's really nice to hear.
Yes, thank you very much, ladies. It's been great getting to know you both, and it was fun having Megan out here. And so, Jill, we just need to get you out here.
I need to get over there. Absolutely.
Yes.
And then would you be able to tell us where we can get more information or how we can make reservations for either an overnight stay or at your restaurant?
Okay, so if you go to wavelakeside.dining.com, you can make reservations, view our menu, see all the upcoming events and special features that we might have. You can also go to wavemarblehead.com. That's the hotel website where you can make your reservations, check on room rates and availability, or you can call us directly, 419-904-3291.
That's fantastic. Thank you for sharing that. And also, just something I hadn't thought about. I know you're open now. Do you plan to be a year-round property and open all the time?
I think that's our goal for the future. Okay. The area can be very seasonal, but we've got a lot of local support that have made us feel so warm and welcomed. Yeah. But that would be the goal. The long-term goal down the road would be to stay open year-round, as long as it makes sense and as long as the demand is there and we can fill the space. We certainly are open to do so.
Well, we know that the demand will be coming. So hopefully all the folks listening to the program today will start making their plans, because we've got a great new resort for you guys to look into. So thank you to both of you, Ainsley and Allison.
Thank you so much for having us. We enjoyed it.
Thank you so much, you guys.
Of course. Special thanks to Ainsley Rutkowski and Allison Robinson from the Wave at Marblehead for joining us today. And thanks to Megan, of course, for joining me as well. Thank you for listening. If you enjoyed this podcast, please be sure to like and subscribe wherever you listen to podcasts so you don't miss a minute of the action here in Shores and Islands, Ohio. You can also find more information, including past episodes of the podcast, online at shoresandislands.com. And we will see you next time on The Shoreline.